Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live on a Wednesday night. So you know what that means, folks. It means another live stream of AEW Dynamite tonight, live on the channel. We got all the action. We got all the reaction. It's going to be a fun one, folks. So make sure you get in that chat. Strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and it is Wednesday, hump day in the books. We're going to cap it off with a little bit of AEW Dynamite tonight. It's going to be a fun one, folks. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Get in that chat. Let me know how you're feeling. What is on your wrestling mind? What news and rumors are you into as we hit the go-home show? I will remind everybody out there, we are live. Well, I am live, but the show is in Cardiff. No spoilers. If anyone out there knows what happened, I'm not going to take the usual predictions, but no spoilers here tonight. I don't know what happened. I have no clue. The go-home show for All Out this weekend. We will be live 11:30 a.m. on Sunday. Brunch with the Boys is back at it again. It's going to be a fun one. It's going to be a fun night tonight. So like I said, make sure you get in that chat. Make sure you join us. And again, if you haven't hit like, share, subscribe, make sure you do so. It's going to be an interesting night tonight. But I will take a second to remind everybody out there, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the face that runs the place. Happy to be back at it again. Happy to be with everyone out there. And as always, folks, as always, every Wednesday starts off the same way. Hope and positivity. So if you can hear my voice right now, we are hoping for a good Dynamite. We are hoping for an entertaining Dynamite as we are about 11 minutes away from the start of the show. But we are looking forward to a jam-packed night. We got lots going on. We got a contract signing. We got Saraya going after the title. Why? Because she's British and they're in Britannia. You heard me. We also got, so AEW gets their hands on a up-and-coming guy, potential, a little bit of buzz for Billington coming into the company. You know his lineage, you know his heritage, and I guess maybe that's how Jericho worked his way in this, but Jericho is always getting his hands on the next up-and-comer, the next hot talent out there. So we'll see what that brings tonight. Our usual Jericho meltdown, most likely. Claudio will take on Okada. This I thought was going to be on the pay-per-view. I thought wrong. So what do I know? And then, of course, we have a final showdown before the final countdown this Sunday. Swerve, Daniel Bryan, going to go face to face. We will see. Nigel McGuinness is going to moderate this one. So that should be interesting. And, of course, MJF, Will Ospreay also having a face-to-face tonight. Gonna be interesting, folks. Are you excited for All In? Are you ready for it? Are you excited to see what they have? Is there more that you want? Are they going to add more matches? We're going to find out here tonight. We got a lot of questions. We will get a lot of answers. But like I said, get in that chat. And remember, it's all about the positivity. It's all about the happiness. It's all about the good vibes, the good jujus for this one tonight. So, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to get into tonight? As I will, we got about 9 minutes. So I'm going to say hello to some of the people out there. Kevin, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome back, sir. Hope you are well. Stoner Jesus, may the blunt be with you. Happy Wednesday. Hope you were doing fine, sir. Welcome back. Let's go. 106. It dipped out real quick, but let's get some more. Let's go. Let's get them back. Ready for the first Dynamite in jolly old England. Yeah, looking forward to it. And again, first Dynamite overseas. We will see if they kind of turned up the volume a little. I don't know that they did, but we will see what happens. I'm ready for Dynamite in Cardiff. Absolutely. Eric, good to see you. AEW tonight. That's it, TJ. Welcome back. Welcome back. The Keebler Elf. Look how effed up the AEW's been. That their biggest storyline since 2 years was an absolute flop. You're going to have to be more specific, Keebler Elf. I'm not exactly sure what you mean by their biggest. There's been a few that have kind of flopped, blown up, didn't go anywhere. I mean, we did have the Devil. We have had the Elite storyline. We've had a few other ones. So let's get some context on that one. I've heard Ricky Starks is a free agent and could show up at No Mercy. If he shows up at No Mercy, I'm going to pop. It's going to be a big one. I'm excited for this. Big Ricky Starks fan. Hashtag free Ricky if he's not free. But yes, Damien, I have seen the rumors that it looks like he became a free agent in July. And now he may be able to freely wander off. I hope so. And this has nothing to do with AEW versus WWE at all for me. For me, I'm a big fan of Ricky Starks. If he shows up elsewhere, TNA or somewhere else, I'm all for it. I just want to see the guy get used. I want to see Ricky on TV. And I think he's an absolute star in the making. You just have to give him the opportunity. What's up, Phil? How's it going? Welcome back. What is up? How are you doing tonight? Always hoping for a good Dynamite. LOL. That's it. That's what we do, Geekbox. Good to see you, folks. So go check out Geekbox. Everybody's second favorite box out there. But welcome back, sir. Good to see you. This Dynamite determines whether I buy the pay-per-view. Is that legit, Mr. Noob? Like, are you legit at this point, undecided, and tonight will make it or break it for you? I wonder how many other people are like that. Like, in my position, I know I'm going to be buying the pay-per-view and watching the pay-per-view. As much as I might be mad at it or not excited for it. But that being said, all in, I do have some levels of excitement for sure. And we will talk about that tonight as well. We will kind of run down through the card. I will remind everybody out there, we have our preview show for All In tomorrow night. Myself, Anthony, and Nick will be live as we run through the previews, predictions. Do we think anybody's going to show up? Are we excited for the show? Tune in tomorrow. If you are a member, you already got kind of a preview of that on our members only stream. And again, if you're not a member, become a member and don't miss out on those member only streams because they're quite fun. Darby Allin, FTR versus Young Bucks, and Jack Perry tonight as well. Was that tonight? All right. Okay. There you go. I missed one. There you go. Thank you, Damien. That one should be interesting. I'm excited for Claudio versus Okada. Should be great. Absolutely. I don't know, Phil. I'm going to be honest with you. Okada, has anybody out there in the chat right now been excited about what Okada's brought to the table? Like, is it, especially in ring, is Okada giving us good matches? I like Claudio a lot. I think Claudio's got a lot left in the tank. I think he brings a lot to the table. But Okada hasn't done much. I don't know about this. And I actually thought this was going to be a pay-per-view match. It is, to me, shameful that Okada, who's one of your biggest signees, unless they push him into this, like this one bleeds into the pay-per-view, which it could. But if Okada and Claudio are not on the pay-per-view, but Jericho is, we got problems, right? Think about it. Good to see you, MDB. Welcome back. Contract signing between Mercedes and DMD. Yep. What is up? Number one heel viewer. There you go, Mr. Golfer. Welcome back. Good evening, Dale. How are you, sir? Good to hear, Kevin. Appreciate that. Daniel, what's up? Hey, KJ, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Sir, other than a bit of a raspy throat tonight, I think I'm hanging in there. But, yeah, not too bad. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Welcome to the chat to everybody, as I will continue to click away. Remember, I do have the super chats, the super stickers. If you want to stand out from the crowd, we're going to be here all night long. As like I said, we're about 4 minutes away from the start, maybe 3.5. I got a little bit of Amazing Race Canada on my screen right now, waiting for that to wrap up in a big way. Where are they right now? I'm trying to see. Um, I'll leave that alone. The biggest storyline was MJF's contract battle of 2024, 2024, and 2024. Okay, came and went. Oh no, because it was overhyped and it was again, they didn't lean into it, and it kind of softens the blow. My Keebler friend, they could have really dug into it. They really could have. And again, it was just kind of all bobbled, and then they came back when we finally got him back. There was no speak of it because it doesn't really exist. It's not a real narrative. There is no bidding war. He wasn't ever a free agent. He was locked up way before 2024. Toni made sure to sign him up to his credit. I don't know how long he signed him for, but again, MJF used it for leverage the way FTR did, the way Mercedes did, the way others have. And that will continue to be the case. But there was no real story there, so they couldn't really dig into it. That was the problem. It's all based on BS. Dun, dun, dun. If Ricky Starks comes to the Fed, I'm hitting that Ricky Starks pose instantly. Let's go. The revolution will be televised, folks. Dun, dun, dun. I'm more annoyed we get all in for free here, but I have to work early in the morning. You guys get it for free? Oh, that's lame. I want it for free. I'm not buying all in. I have pirates for that. Exactly, sir. You find your ways around. Nick is smoking. Are you tattling on him? Like smoking in the boys' room? What's happening, Jay Boy? Welcome back. Welcome back. Any truth that John Moxley is looking for? Greener pastures. No, I listen, Michael. I don't think that. I think Moxley is dialed into AEW culture. You know, he knows even with Triple H in charge, if he goes back to the WWE, he's got to fall within a time. Like he can't walk out and tell people to fuck off. He can't bleed every night. There's rules and restrictions, and he's going to be in there with real solid wrestlers who are going to want to do it right. In AEW, he does what he wants, when he wants, how he wants. He gets to go do mud shows if he wants. So yeah, I got no belief at all that John Moxley is not going to be in AEW long term. I don't believe it. But yeah, no. I think we actually could get Moxley tonight. Which I mean, Nick and I talked about this last night. Really weird if Mox slides in right now and he gets the match with Okada at the pay-per-view. I wonder how WBD will see AEW if they turn into regional territory. Yeah, it'd be really interesting. I mean, technically no longer a national program if they do that. So I wonder if that would impact it at all. Would it? Again, I think this whole Warner Brother thing is interesting. You know, we talked about rumors of kickbacks in the past, or the WB having Toni being on a sweetheart deal. I saw a thing came out the other day that said there's another offer from Warner Brothers, and the first two offers were double the originals. So if they're offering this big money, why is it not done yet? I don't get it, but we will see. But it looks like I'm about to get started the show. I will quickly say hello to I Show Speed, Daniel Garrity. Welcome back, Safid. I see you. Who else we got? Lee, welcome. Don't know anything about Japanese wrestling, so the first I saw Okada, I honestly thought he was an old wrestler in his 50s. I was genuinely shocked. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Oh, wait, I'm getting the end of the Bing Bang. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, about to kick off the show tonight. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. I'm almost at triple digits. Can we get to 200 tonight? Can we push it all the way to 200? I'm going to be greedy. We're almost at 100 at the start of the show. If you want to sync up with me, I have the crowd view right now, and I will remind you one more time, no spoilers. I don't want to know. Don't fuck it up for me. But we got Toni in the ring. We're starting off with the contract signing, folks. And here comes Britt Baker. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a contract signing. So I will ask, who's gone through the table? No pyro for Britt. That was kind of funny. Was that on purpose? Anyone else catch that? Am I crazy? $4K for an AEW show in Wales is a good number. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Only because of this. Yes, realistically, Richard, it is a good number. Except the people within the walls keep talking like they're big fish, that they've made wrestling competitive again. Well, did you really? Because it seems like the other companies going to other places and filling up buildings. So you tell me, do you think they are doing good numbers? I mean, good for them, I guess. It's like saying, oh, they got 700 in the ratings last week. That's an improvement. But here comes the CEO. And I will say this. My buddy Nick had a theory that CEO versus DMD, we'd get the chance. We haven't really had that happen yet. We'll see if the fans do it at the pay-per-view. But Camille alongside the champ, again, doing her fake laugh or fake everything, which has been working. I've given her credit. What's up? Let's go. Bradley, good to see you. No, that's for Bradley. Yeah, no pyro. I don't know if the building's too small. There was no pyro for Britt. They're saving it for Sunday. There you go. AEW is sold out. There you go. Yeah, setup. I mean, it's such an interesting take as far as like you set up a bigger building for 4,000 people, fill the 4,000 people and say, oh, we sold out. But no, the cup's only half full. Right? But that's an interesting way to look at it. But we got both ladies in the ring, folks, face to face. What's up, Gilly? How you doing? Mega, welcome back. Britt Baker kind of looks like those Barbies with a smushed face. As we're getting some DMD chants. Budget cost. What's up, Mike? How you doing tonight? Folks, if you can hear my voice right now, take this link, share it anywhere you talk about wrestling. Let's see if we can push the number through the roof. As the crowd is booing. She's just so fake. Even 50,000 people is impressive. Yes. Yep. I'm not saying it's not. To get that many people for any event is a thing. That's it. Again, I find we've talked about this before that sometimes people within AEW feel like the world's picking on them, but because I think the way they conduct business in a lot of ways makes us pick on them. Like 50,000 is impressive. It is. We'd celebrate it if you weren't bragging about last year. If you weren't, if you didn't have, you're all quiet now that you sold 30,000 less. As the DMD chants ring out. What up, Brandon? How you doing? Welcome back. The arena is empty. You can hear the echo. You can hear an echo. You can hear it on the mic. Sounds like they're in an auditorium. Before there was a CEO, there was a DMD. There you go. Cup's half full. Toni thinks that's normal, and Meltzer's telling everyone the cup was spilling over. Yeah. Cup runneth over on this one. Sasha Banks may be the worst actress I've ever seen. It's Sasha Shanks. What's happening? What's going on, Eco? Geekbox, you are the best. There you go. Second best. Howdy, Chad. What's up, Big Mike? How you doing? Anthony, welcome back. Even though you're saying hello to Kevin. What's up, Michael? SML33. Welcome. Has the women's division outgrown Britt? No, I think it passed her by, though. I don't feel like Britt has the same pizzazz as she used to. And what's happening in the ring right now? Listen, we're starting with all the positivity, all the hope, but a little bit of a flat start. AEW has a good card for the go home show, and no Jericho. Jericho's advertised. Jericho will be fighting Tommy Billington. Like, again, people started buzzing about Tommy, and boom, here we go. Sasha says you won't beat me. What do you think, folks? Yeah, this is flat. Like, we're coming off a week where we saw like Rhea and Liv and other, like, this is flat. You were one of four. I've always been one of one. Folks, click on that poll right now. Who is going to win this match on Sunday? This one's a tough one to call, to be honest. Mercedes wigs are annoying. Just about everything about that's why her being a heel works. Except now she's even kind of fake as a heel, so I kind of don't want to see her. But like the fake smile, she just comes off fake. Britt Baker's lengthy absence has me worried. I don't know if she had that many tune-up matches. That's the other part. We haven't seen her in the ring a whole lot. How is this match going to go? Are they going to show up and show out? Will it be a struggle as CEO chants break out again? All good. Britt was great from 2019 to 2021 when the division was dry, but AEW, Britt kind of is very similar to a lot of what we get in AEW right now. Let's be real. I love Britt. Again, from the early days, she was the front runner in this company. But as time went on, she got exposed a little bit. She got, again, the booking let her down. It just never, it dried up. And that's a really great way to put it. Maybe pause. But yeah, it hasn't been good. It hasn't been good. Then she went away for a long, long time. I'm glad she's back. I like her. I think she's a star. I think she needs some coaching. Her and Toni are creepy. I don't get it. But to me, Sasha Banks pulls all of this down. That's not nice. Rebecca, she looks okay. She just, fake hair, fake eyes, fake eyelashes, fake. 4 horse, yeah, 100%, 100%. CEO will be one belt shorter Sunday. Oh, okay. All right. As Britt, AEW loves using the microphone. As Britt hits Camille, bounces her off the table, cross body on both, and they all go down. Camille barely staying in her outfit. And more DMD chants. Right now, 56% going DMD. So it's a tight split. Shut up, MDB. You know, not feeling this promo. Very flat. A very flat start to the show. No, again, we started with hope and optimism. But yes, Sasha's not doing it for me. Britt's trying. I think Britt was the best part of that whole package. But again, you signed Camille. Here we go. As up next, we get Chris Jericho. Hi, guys. Holy shit. At least we get Jericho out of the way early. Yeah, I got you, bro. What's up, Bash? How you doing? How you doing? Let's go, folks. I want to see 150, 200 in the chat tonight. We're at almost 120 now. Hi, guys. No, get him out of the way. Let's get him out of the way. The Dynamite Kid's uncle, blah, blah, blah. Jericho's connection to the Hart family. But again, it's another example of we don't need this match. We don't need this match. We don't need Jericho. We don't need any of this. Jera Hogan. Hashtag Jera Hogan. Swoops. That was awesome. What was awesome? There's a problem. You can't sign Camille, bring her in as a heavy. She ran away last week. She ran away this week. At what point does Camille look like a badass doing her job? Right? If Britt Baker can just run them out of the ring like that, like, do we not know how to properly get heat? I asked the same question last week. Why are they not booking Camille like a monster, like an outright force? But here comes the learning tree. If you can hold the puke in your throat long enough, folks, we will get through this. Why is Hook fighting for the FTW title a year later? No progression. And Jericho today, well, he was quoted in a few interviews, asked about retiring, and he told basically the fans to fuck off. He is still got a six-pack, and he can still do a moonsault. So he's not going anywhere. Great. Fucking more Jericho. What is this? I think I actually saved it. What did he say? Guy drives me absolutely nuts at this point. But he thinks his shit don't stink. When the please retire chants were going, I was laughing because I have zero intention of that. I got a six-pack and I can do a moonsault, and I know exactly what I'm doing in the ring. Oh, fucking prove it! I know how to write storylines. Prove it! I like the company I work for, of course. I like my boss, of course. I like the guys and the girls in the company. All right. Why would I want to retire? What's the point? Just because somebody told me to? Like, fuck, not somebody. Jericho, not somebody. Everybody wants you to retire. And the people who say, oh, no, you're doing great, they're lying to you. Get better friends. But if you're good at storylines, if you know how to write a storyline, fucking prove it. Because we're watching you put shit out week in and week out, and you're putting out garbage and garbage and garbage. And great. Your six-pack that fluctuates from week to week, depending on how your plastic surgeon's feeling. Yeah, I don't know. What are you doing? And half the time you do a moonsault, you fuck it up. Now, someone asked who Tommy Billington is. Tommy Billington is the nephew, I believe the nephew, of the Dynamite Kid. Again, one half the British Bulldogs, one half of arguably one of the best tag teams of all time. And again, a skinny British fellow. And we bring him in. He got some high praise from FTR. He had a good match with Dax. And now Jericho in here to fuck it up. The Vortex is open for business, folks. What up, Boston? How you doing? Knoxville, good to see ya. KJ, what are you talking about? Camille broke a kendo stick on her body slam breaker on Collision Saturday. Yeah, but twice she running away. And breaking the kendo stick once, you got to make her look strong. Do you remember all those times we saw Diesel running from opponents? You need to pick your spots. And again, Camille needs to be a badass. You write too many of, they don't make the heels good. They make them stupid. They make them silly. They make them campy. You got to make them badass. Even Sasha's whole promo tonight, she's just giggling through. Be real. Be real. Is you? Yes, he is, Mega. As now they're on the outside, he's in control. We got Keith and the Redwood ringside. How can they book her as a monster? They can't even book their champ as a champion. Facts. As now Jericho getting assistance from the rest of the learning tree. Down goes Tommy. Or Timmy, Tommy, Swimmy, Swami. As ladies and gentlemen, we head into a commercial break. So the match rolls on. We had a very flat contract signing to start the show. Now we're into a Jericho match, so this is not going any better anytime soon. The Learning Tree wins. Yeah, the Learning Tree 100% wins. Hook will be here, though. Horrible start to the show. Every Wednesday we start with hope, and they crushed it. Yeah, usually the Dynamite starts off with like a good match. We get something in there. We make it happen really fast. Not tonight. We started off with a contract signing. Wasn't great. And then we followed up with Jericho. Even worse. Trying to scare people away on the go-home show, folks. I don't know, boss. It's pretty tough. I don't know what was said there. Stipulations I would set for the match. Sunday, winner or win or lose must bury the FTW championship forever. Well, there is a stipulation on the match, and it is the fact that if Hook loses, he can never challenge for the FTW championship again. You mean the unrecognized championship that doesn't matter? Okay. Yeah, I'm good. There you go. Horrible start to the show. Got that one. Didn't know that. Free Ricky Starks, 100%. Yeah, I got sunburnt. It's not very hard with a man of your complexion. You wouldn't see the difference. Red to white, right? Change the channel. Let me know when we'll keep you up to date. As you can see on the screen right now, we got Jericho and Tommy Billington going one-on-one in Cardiff. It's not real. How would you know real? Somebody paint Jericho red, please. Just get him off the screen. I don't give a shit. Is Swerve the most serious heel in AEW besides Hangman? Not really, because he's sort of not a heel. He's got a babyface manager. The fans dance when he comes out. He's kind of good sometimes. He's kind of not good other times. He'll break into your house. But again, the booking is what's killing him. Hangman, again, kind of heelish. Doesn't really dig into it. He had an opportunity to dig into it when he returned. And again, he's just kind of angry. He's not really you're not a heel. Like, who gets real good heel heat in AEW? Jericho's not doing it. That's not heel heat. That's bullshit. Yeah. No, I mean, again, it's a struggle. Callis gets booed. Sasha's getting booed now, and I like her better as a heel. At least the fake, pretentious, and poor acting works extremely well for her being a heel. And I like her with Camille. I've given them full marks on her and Camille being together. They look too weak, too much. Again, I understand what happened on Saturday, but back-to-back Dynamites, not looking too tough. There you go. Come on, guys. Free Ricky. Let's go. Why is this guy dressed like Captain Underpants? That's kind of, just straight up British. There you go. That's it. To-do. As Nick's favorite spot, a double cross body, as this little Billington bumps into Jericho's six-pack abs that you can see hanging over his trunks. I saw Jericho. Thanks, guys. Drop kick. This looks honestly like a drunk uncle fighting his nephew at the family cookout. Like, this is fucking bad. If you're not enjoying the show, remember what Toni said. Hey, guys. Jericho sucks. He's not good. I've spent this whole match looking for Jericho's six-pack and still nothing. I don't see it. His six-pack is with his good writing skills and his great in-ring ability. You have heard the latest on Hulk's. Like, Brandon, I haven't. I have not. It looks like this guy's wearing. Yeah. And he's like, what is he? 120 pounds? Why is this match happening still? I think I might have seen enough of Dynamite for tonight. I'm going to try a bit longer. Shit. Listen. And I know people like Real, like, oh, bye, guys. You guys don't like what I like. I get it, Real. I understand. But the facts are the facts. And what's right in front of us, right in front of us. But WWE, no. One's cooking. The other one's on the floor. We got to decide, is there a 5-second rule or not? But at the end of the day, come on now. Look at this match in front of us right now. There is not a match on Monday or on Tuesday so far this week that is as shitty and optically unappealing as this fucking match. Yeah, no, this fucking... I wasn't planning on watching tonight, Boston, of course. I was going to watch Ghost Adventures, but my fingers went to AEW on the remote. Like it up. WrestleMania KJ, WrestleMania. There you go. Like it up. WrestleMania. Okay, Jericho having a back and forth with the ref. A weak kick from the little guy. Stuart Little fighting back real hard. Join the learning tree and I will teach you how to bury young talent and not get anybody over and bore everybody. Look. Oh, they get him into the tombstone. Barely, but got him down. How old is Billington? I got to look this up. Tommy Billington is how old? Because he looks like he's 45. As Billington takes out Keith on the outside, crowd goes wild. Big Bill misses. Another big guy, just like Camille, not looking the strongest at times. Look it up. Thought you were telling me to lick, like, I don't know. Lick, like, look. What? Make up your mind, Brandon. As we get a sloppy code breaker. No, it was not good because it didn't look good. I like Billington, but why put him against Jericho? So Jericho could do what he just did. Because people on the internet were talking about Billington potentially signing with AEW. Dax was praising him for having a good match. So Jericho says, give me the kid and I can fucking bury him because my name is really Jera Hogan. I don't get anybody over but myself. My six pack is invisible. My talent has gone missing. And I don't provide any entertainment to anybody, but I think I'm amazing. Yeah. Absolutely horrendous. Now we give Jericho a mic so Hook can come out. It makes me mad. It should be retired. Should be like 99 in hockey. Retired. You are not allowed to use the tombstone. That move should be sacred. Out of respect for one of the best that ever did it, leave that move alone. And if you use it, you better finish with it. The fact that the tombstone's a fucking transitional move makes me insane. Oh, the hook light. So this is what we knew. Why didn't we skip the match and go straight to this? Why did he have to bury Tommy? Hook still bandaged up. Do you think Saraya leaving AEW? It all depends. If Toni's willing to extend her contract, why? She'll take the money. No one else is going to pay her as much as Toni is. Well, that was stupid. You knew they were there. As Big Bill. That was so dumb. Playing video games, not watching. Jesus Christ, Dale. This match is awful. 9.7 out of 10. Golfer loving it. Code breaker, game over. That wasn't really a code breaker, more of a crotch breaker. But I get what you're saying, Richard. I think Saraya leaves AEW. They kind of gave up on her based on the booking. There's nothing to do with her. Again, she's another one that she came in with name value. You fumbled it. The Outcasts suck. You booked them into oblivion. Now nobody gives a shit about Saraya. But Saraya happily take her, several $1 million to do what she's done. I'm surprised the trio belts are going to be defended in a ladder match. Didn't Christian just win them? Why does this ladder match happen this soon? I didn't know that this was going to be a ladder match. So there's 2 ladder matches at All In. That would be the second one. It seems like a bit of an escalation. Again, not a heated rivalry. I mean, I love what Christian's doing, but the trios belts, I wish they would get rid of the trios division. If you could get rid of the trios division and focus on tag teams, it would be a lot better for everybody, in my humble opinion. Now, the good news. Maybe now, ladies and gentlemen, as we are in a commercial break, and I will take a moment to remind everybody we are back tomorrow for our all-in preview show tomorrow at 8 p.m. We got lots going on, lots coming up. Don't forget Sunday. We will be live for All In. Saturday night, we're going to be live for Collision and some other stuff. We are jam-packed. We're going straight through the weekend, all through next week, all the way to Berlin and No Mercy. Busy times here at the channel. Then we got All Out on the heels of all of that, plus TNA Emergence, plus Anthony's doing weekly TNA reviews, plus SmackDown and Rampage on Friday. So much more coming your way. I still see over 100 hanging out with me. I want to see that number get up. So if you can hear my voice, make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and take this link, share it anywhere you know they're talking wrestling, and get them in the chat. Welcome them to the Wrestling Utopia and help the algorithm a little bit, folks. The trios division is hurting the tag division. Facts. You're cannibalizing yourself. You're hurting your own division. That is the problem. And you don't have enough. You prove it. You don't have enough depth. So it's not helping either division. Leave the 6-man titles a Ring of Honor thing. Ring of Honor exclusive. And make it cool. Make it different. But you're not doing it in AEW, and your tag team division sucks because of it too. So they need to figure it out. Will Tessa Blanchard ever be forgiven and welcome back to professional wrestling in the United States? I don't know, Terrence. I'm not the moral barometer on this one. I legit don't know how they're going to handle this. In my humble estimation, she's in a tough spot. I mean, everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves forgiven. It's never too late to turn back around. It all depends on how truly sorry she is, and if people are willing to give her another try, because it was multiple things. I think the stage is slightly different for the fact that they're in Cardiff, Eric. That's my guess. When does the match with Saraya and Toni start? I don't know, but welcome. As we got Toni Storm coming up next. As Toni Storm, there you go. Christy. Toni Storm will defend her title just days before defending her title at All In, as she takes on Saraya. Not sure why it's happening, but let's enjoy. We got Jericho out of the way, folks. We can get back on the hope train. The rest of the show is going to be great. The first portion of the show, not great. Tessa is done. Nah, Tessa can kick rocks 100%. Saraya versus Toni on now. Yes, it is. I'm still on strike, Alexis. As here comes Saraya. I'm trying to see if there's a reaction for her, but not much. Has anyone seen or heard from Matt Riddle? Matt Riddle's in MLW, and he's done the indie shows. He's got a couple belts. Riddle's been doing all right. Riddle's been doing okay. The Toni Storm gimmick could have been so good. It just sucks Tony Khan had ruined it and made it so campy. The campy gimmick works when you put them up against opponents that see through the gimmick. The problem with Toni Storm is the fans were cheering her. Then you were putting her up against heels. You put her up against Serena Deeb. Serena Deeb comes out, cuts a babyface promo. The fans are booing her babyface promo and cheering Toni, and it didn't register. It's the same problem with Swerve. You need definitive heels and baby faces. I say it every week on this show. I say it over and over again. If you don't have definitive heels and you don't have definitive baby faces, the crowd gets lost in the middle. And that's not where you want them to be. You want them either cheering or booing. Sitting on their hands, you got a fucking problem. But we are off and running, folks. Big cheer for Toni. But yeah, that Toni gimmick, it was great. It really was. But the problem was it was being presented in a way that, you know, like she's taken serious. Like what she's presenting is reality. So they're going with it. Instead, you should have a really good heel who's like, this is stupid, knock it off. And she digs in, does it more. It becomes more irritating to the heel. But you haven't had that. You had heels pretend, you heard me. It's all fucked up. But Toni Storm's still one of the best in the company. Oh. Okay, this is a little bit playing a wee cheeky peekaboo. Then they botched the through spot. Oh, then she tells her to grab my leg. This is bad. Again, we watched NXT last night and the ladies putting on a show. This is not the same. Where's Rio to tell me how awesome this is? Toni Storm, got that one. Why is Saraya's type ripped off like that? It's none of I don't know. This is how you book women's wrestling. Are you real? Just with is this your alter ego? Is this like Clark Kent to real? Please explain, Henry. Because we've seen a lot of women's wrestling over the last couple days. Help me understand. Literally, like, okay, now you grab me. Looks like a rehearsal. The crowd is singing Toni Storm, though. And then Harley just basically grabs Toni right in front of the ref. Saraya, nice move off the apron, though. I'll give her some credit. AEW hasn't been the same since Cody left and Punk got fired. This has been going around a lot lately as we go back into commercial break, folks. As you can see on the screen, we got Toni Storm, Saraya right now, one-on-one. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people are, talking about this, and I know that it's been debated. But you have to admit, more people tuned in then. Cody Rhodes was over. Maybe not with the AEW faithful, with the Meltzer alum, but outside of the fucking nerdy observers, Cody was over. Cody was a talent. Cody was a pro. Cody wanted to be a pro. Punk, well, we can debate the Punk thing all day long. But at the end of the day, Punk brought eyes. And look what Punk's been doing with Drew McIntyre without even wrestling. Look how easy it is to generate money. Like, you look at the WWE right now with Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and they're literally barely getting in the ring. No matches, not even on TV at times, and you dictate the story that the fans then start chanting more and more and more. You can keep sending them out every week and throwing them through tables and having them beat each other up in nothing matches and garbage matches. It doesn't work. If you want the fans to buy in, you need the story. If you want the fans to buy in, you need the story. If you want them interested, you need the story. If you don't have the story, you don't have anything. That's what we're watching. We want our stories, damn it. Like my grandmother used to always say, it's time for me stories. Toni Storm reminds me a lot of Wendy Richter. 100%. I get that comparable, JV. TKO should buy AEW and restart the entire promotion. Doesn't work out, Alexis. Never going to happen. And it wouldn't work anyway. They'd cannibalize it. You need actual competition. If they end up under the same umbrella and you pretend there's competition, we'll just end up where we used to be. Saraya is not it. And again, just like Jericho, I was a diehard Paige fan for a long time. And it's not because, she changed companies, so I stopped liking her. Her presentation wasn't good. The Outcasts haven't been good. She's been ridiculous. It hasn't been strong for Saraya. It's unfortunate. I think if she had come in as a heel, she would have done a lot better. But when she came in, and we've seen it before, started bragging about all the shit she did elsewhere, the fans turned on her, and there was nowhere to go. And then she's spray painting people when she eventually, kind of like Jericho, when you knee-jerk react to the fans, then you show your hand. That's why Jericho can't get over with me, is he didn't turn to the learning tree, turn heel, till he was getting the hate. It was reactive. Saraya going heel, reactive. Mercedes Moné going heel, reactive. So that becomes the dilemma. And again, Tuna Meltzer out there, I'm sorry, man, but you need heels, you need baby faces, you need protagonists and antagonists. You need to make the wrestling matter. You need to make the stories matter. As we get back to the action, folks, Tony's throwing some bombs. Big laughs coming in. Saraya ducks, eats a DDT. Nice spot. Toni Storm is excellent. Toni Storm and Swerve Strickland, to me, are the two that WWE, like Triple H, wishes he would have got into position before they lost those two. Vince screwed up Toni Storm real bad, and then the same with Swerve. They just dropped the ball with Hit Row sucked, but Swerve got thrown out. You know, they threw the baby out with the bathwater. If you could have kept Swerve and Toni, I'm really curious to see how they'd be doing right now. Toni Storm's a talent. Kylie Ray is going to get to the WWE. Maybe. I know where she won't be wrestling. Wrestling for Life. KJ, do you love Bash in Berlin theme song? I like it. I guess. I'm trying to remember exactly. I know who sings it. I off the top of my head, I don't know what it sounds like at the moment. But let's say it's good. Fuck it. Tony Khan will never sell. No, it's giant piggy bank. He ain't doing shit. This is one big old tax write-off for this family. As we got a sunset bomb going really bad. That was sloppy. And again, into a DDT. Tony grabs the rope. Great positioning. It was lackluster at best. TK has nothing. TK for Julia Hart is going back to the Ring of Honor. Is Julia Hart really going back? I know she was injured. We need better women's wrestling in AEW. We need better quality wrestling in AEW for the women. We need better angles. But then again, we need better angles and storylines for the men. But the women's wrestling, there is many companies out there. AEW has one of the worst presented women's divisions in all of wrestling. And that counts TNA. That counts, other, like the independents. AEW does not do a good job with their women. And that's facts. I don't care what anybody says. 2 count, 2 count, 2 count. Harley's up on the apron, of course. Here we go. Oh, Tony with a kiss. Tony with a kiss. Saraya comes in, hits Cameron. Sloppy roll up. And a 2, and a 2. Now she kisses Saraya. Locks her up. Pile driver. Storm 0 for the win. Ryback couldn't get back into the WWE if he paid. If he had to pay a membership to participate. But Toni Storm, still your champion. Just waiting for her to get jumped by Mariah May any minute now. Sloppy match. That match wasn't that bad. It was sloppy, though. It wasn't that good. It was okay. I didn't hate it. Again, just same standard. We watch NXT and people go, oh, yeah, look at these rookies like a Kalani make mistakes. Yeah, I get that. So we're going to measure everybody on the same scale around here. That's what we do. And there's Mariah May as predicted, because every match, we've had one match in 3 weeks that has not had a brawl or an aftermath. One match in 3 weeks. And some fans out there might get mad at me when I point it out, but that's too much. So Toni Storm gets laid out. Mariah May giving her some love. Oh, not anymore. Mariah May is great, by the way. She has done absolutely outstanding. I think there was a mistake in the music. Did I make that up? Did the music just glitch? Did they play the wrong song? I don't know. Maybe I made that up. Swerve needs to come out and help. She did, but did not last long. Okay. Could you see Tessa Blanchard? And no, let's just go past Tessa. Tessa needs to go away. I like the ending of the match. Yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It's just clunky. Like the spot where she was supposed to go up over Tony's back, they kind of got stuck on each other. They eventually got it over. The beginning part when they were playing around and they were trying to do transitions, it got sloppy and it looked like Saraya was having trouble. Even when she went to do the sunset bomb, she just kind of let it go. She didn't pull it in tight. But we're in the back with a conglomeration. We got Willow now joining the crew. As Willow will team up with Ishii. And Mark Briscoe on fire. Cameron, yeah, no shit, my guy. Harley is underrated because she is kind of in the campy group and acts like a crazy person. There is a skill level to Harley Cameron. The music glitched, right? I didn't make that up. Okay, I thought so. I think that's what happened. All right. So I wasn't the only one. I mean, OC and Mark Briscoe as a tag team as like the odd couple, as like the Energizer Bunny teaming up with the laid back dude. I don't hate it. As we go to another commercial break, I will remind everybody, go get your Wrestling for Life merch. We just released the Brunch with the Boys Summer Tour 2024 line of t-shirts. Go get yours to commemorate 2024 Summer Tour through all our brunches with the boys on the back, just like a concert tee. List out the shows we did that were brunches, and we got more coming your way. This is a one-time, limited time special offer. So go get yours now. Next year will be an all-new t-shirt. So go check it out. And we appreciate you being here, folks. We are in another commercial break. The first chunk of this show, a little heavy, a little slogging through the mud, but we'll see where it goes. Jericho, not the strongest segment, not in a great mood. The Toni Saraya stuff doesn't do it for me. So that's a bit of a struggle. So a big chunk of the opening portion of this show, yeah. I don't know. How do you guys feel? Am I wrong? Who builds momentum for TR and Darby or the Young Bucks and Jazz Perry tonight in their match? Again, we'll find out. The booking's all over the place. I have a feeling the match might just turn into a brawl. If anything, maybe give the heels a win going into the pay-per-view to put some doubt. I can't imagine FTR is going to beat the Bucks. It almost, again, does it, I will ask everybody out there, is anybody excited about FTR and Young Bucks in any type of feud right now? Is DMD holding up at 56%, eh? All right. Wrestling for Life, where the best stream? There you go. The revolution will not be televised. It will be streamed here at the Wrestling for Life Network, folks. So we thank you for being here. You were so wrong, sir. Bring it. Tell me how, Henry. Tell me how. Jericho's segment sucked. Saraya's match was clunky and sloppy. She looked like a rookie. And I just watched NXT last night, so I would know. What am I wrong about? I'm all ears. I love these debates. The first 40 minutes of the show has been garbage. Feels like walking in fucking quicksand. And again, I didn't show up here so I could be mad at the show. I want to cheer. I want to scream. I want to be happy. I didn't just show up and hope it wasn't good. They're giving me shit that's not good. I can't tell you it's good, guys. I can't tell you I like it. I can't tell you I'm supporting it because I don't like it. The tag title match at All In has very little hype. It doesn't have much. And again, FTR doesn't feel like the team they used to be. The Young Bucks are the Young Bucks. As we are back to the action, as here comes Will Ospreay. So are we going to get the face-to-face with MJF now? Okay. So William Ospreay coming to the ring, folks. Business, hopefully, is about to pick up. This I'm looking forward to. So let's go. Bacon Pounder. Holy shit. Dude, you came to the right place. Welcome to the Bacon Club. That's hilarious. Hey, man, new here. What's your favorite era of wrestling, if none? Best WrestleMania. It's hard to pick a favorite era, and I'm not even sure where some of them begin or end. I grew up through the Attitude Era. That, to me, was kind of the heyday. You kind of miss the good old days where 10 million people were tuning into wrestling on a Monday night. But I'm really enjoying this era of wrestling. I think after kind of giving up on wrestling for a while, especially through those dog days of Vince and no competition, it wasn't pretty. So I thank Tony Khan and AEW for getting me back into wrestling. That's why I get mad. I laugh at the AEW fans because I started this as an AEW fan. So you can get mad at me all you want. They turned me against them. AEW screwed AEW. Best WrestleMania 18? Yeah, I'll go with 18 right now off the top of my head. FTR will beat the Bucks. Now, how do you angle it? Then what does FTR do? And if the Bucks lose again, do we just disband Robert? Like, Robert, are you liking the Elite storyline or should we get rid of it? Let me know, Rob. What do you got? And Ospreay just standing in the ring, soaking it in. And this is what AEW needs. We need more people to get the fans out of their seat like this. 4,000 strong, sounding like 10,000. And Ospreay just taking it all in. And here comes MJF. To which Ospreay laughs. The women's match was not good. Again, guys, I will do side-by-side comparables in matches. The AEW fans will shit all over NXT or shit all over, a Liv Morgan match. And then put me through what I just watched. The match was bad. The match was clunky. The match looked like two people rehearsing. All right, now you go here. Okay, now you go here. The end of the match was okay. Led to the obvious conclusion, but in all due respect, Robert, that was not a good women's wrestling match. I watch a lot of wrestling. That was not an entertaining women's match. I think Ivy and Maxine are more exciting than what we just got, which is sad. Thank you, Big Mike. We got lots. You get a logo in any color or almost any color. We got a bunch. Get ready for the new year with your wrestling and chill t-shirts, by the way. Let the lady in your life know what's up. Who we kidding? No, I'm just kidding. I won't go there. Young Buck killed the tag team business. They did. The Young Bucks have really, really, really hurt tag team wrestling in AEW. It's a sad fact. It's not again, I wish they wouldn't. I wish FTR came in and they were, they had amazing rivalries with Santana and Ortiz or the Lucha Bros. And there was real kind of heat and you were excited about it. I grew up a diehard tag team wrestling fan. I thought tag team wrestling was awesome. I like tandem offense. I like misdirection. I like the psychology of tag team wrestling. And the Bucks have not done any service to this company and its tag team division. Anyway, I'm talking over Will. What has Will got? Wow, how many garbage WWE marks here? It's annoying. Oh, Martin. What's annoying? The person that shows up crying or the people having a good time? This is the wrestling utopia. So if you can keep it respectful and keep the gloves up, come on, let's go. But as I explained, AEW marks through and through. The difference between me and you, I'm willing to be honest. I'm willing to tell the truth. I don't just blindly drink the Kool-Aid. And if you can't do that too, Martin, don't get your panties in a bunch. I'm sure there's a AEW faithful stream you could go watch. Hour 2 needs to be better than hour 1. No shit. Hour 1 sucked. Little Ricky Starks going to WWE. Yeah, I think so. And then Ricky Starks going to prove to everybody what Tony Khan missed out on. I'm excited for FTR versus Young Bucks versus the Acclaimed. You are? Okay, fair enough. I'm not. I'm again, a triple threat kind of gets away from the storytelling. The crowd goes wild. There you go. That sums it up. I show up every Wednesday and I want to cheer, and I'm full of hope. This week's show kicked me in the shins real quick. That's it. Just like wrestling. That's it. If it's good, I'll tell you it's good. If it's bad, I was here last night bitching about NXT and the stupid shit they do. But again, not a mark, not a shill, will not bend, will not, just go with the wind. If WWE sucks, WWE sucks. If AEW sucks, it sucks. Too many people out there are like, if I say the truth, people get mad at me and then I'm not a real fan. Sorry. And the in-ring wrestling's right neck and neck now. See, a lot of times people say that AEW, well, the AEW is not about the stories, it's about the matches. But we just got a Jericho Billington match that sucked. You know what I mean? On the pay-per-view, we're going to get a Jericho Hook match that sucks. We're going to get a Ishii teaming up Willow. That sucks. That's the problem. So people's just leaning on this idea of, WWE kills storylines. It's not even a close race. But the in-ring wrestling is right there. Pete Dunne, Sheamus this week, hell of a fucking match. That tag team match we got last night on NXT, hell of a match. Find me a match. We'll get to the end of Dynamite. We'll see if we can find a match at that quality. They're resting on this. They're resting on what people think and not what is actually happening. Kid, the fact that FTR is only around to feud with the Bucks is beyond sad. A little bit. But because of the egos between FTR and the Bucks, we got a three-way match. We're going to do a triple threat because if FTR goes over the Bucks, then the Bucks egos hurt. If Bucks go over FTR, and I know it's happened already, but again, it's fail-safes that they put in. There's always caveats and twists, and there's always something. I want to see a straight up. If the Bucks want to impress me, I want to see the Bucks give me a straight up 2-on-2 tag match. A legit fucking tag match with tagging, with transition, with tandem offense. That doesn't go into the crowd. That show me a legit wrestling match. I don't think you can. Okay. So Ospreay saying kind of what a lot of us thought is, MJF was funny, but the joke went on a little too long. He's not wrong about that. Will Ospreay saying everything we've been thinking about when it comes to MJF. Yeah, MJF looks like he borrowed Lex Luger's old suit. You know what? It's not bad, though. He's right about what he's saying. And at least he's doing it. It's genuine. It's authentic. It's from the heart. It's all balls, right? Like, that's the only way to put it. And that's kind of Ospreay in a nutshell. He's outstanding. And I like what he's doing. He's saying everything that we've been thinking. You became a joke. It was ha-ha, but then it got silly. And we weren't talking about good wrestling. We were talking about two dudes jerking each other off. Like, that is, again, Ospreay's not bad. As far as being on the mic, I think he's outstanding. Because the energy, he's just naturally charismatic. It's a little long-winded, though. I kind of want MJF to whoop the English muffin. The haircut makes you want to call him an English muffin, MDB. You gotta remember to stay hydrated, folks. Warm in here tonight. Macho Man, there you go. MJF's got the mic. Ole, 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 ole. They're not letting MJF speak, folks. What do you think? What do you think? Really well. AEW is flippy wrestling to an extent. I don't think the issue, and I know like the Cornettes of the world chair talk about, oh, it's the flippy. It stopped being kind of the flippy to an extent. Yes, there are like, Top Flight and luchas running around everywhere. What I became the problem isn't it's the flippy wrestling. It's the anything goes trashy garbage wrestling without purpose or reason. You got people set on fire. You get people hung up from the roof by their feet. You get fights in the crowd. You get death matches. You get DQ. You get barbed wire for no rhyme, no reason. And I think that's the biggest thing they miss. Like every time I say something like that, an AEW fan will say, well, KJ, ECW. Yeah, but ECW, there was a rhyme and a reason. And yeah, they went to the extreme. Right, Paulie? But there was a purpose behind the violence. They're barely letting MJF speak. Said something about terrorists, which I hate saying for the algorithm's sake. This is a long promo. Again, what lets the talent down? You have these two natural, gifted talent. It's your producing, it's your booking, it's your production. It's how you put this together. It should have been quicker, not monologue followed by monologue. It should have been a dialogue, right? You were a joke. Oh, I was a joke. Yeah, okay. Da-da-da-da-da. Like a back and forth. Just, taking rounds like it's a fucking roast battle without the punchlines. Will Ospreay will win at All In and face Pac at All Out. I agree with you, Damien. Spoiler alert on my end. Yeah, see, now MJF's got the mic and you just want the segment to end, even if he's doing a good job. I agree. FTR claimed had no tags in a tag match. Yeah, I just want, again, I'm not saying fuck, these tag teams suck, get them off my TV. I just want to see a good match. We know Mariah is winning because there's no way they do the Mariah May heel turn to not let her win. Never say never, Jordan. Again, I will give them credit. That one's a little tricky to predict. Kevin, we appreciate it. Don't forget Anthony. He's newer, but we love him. Haven't FTR Bucks Acclaim been the focus for the 5 years? They should have some time on top and then take a break. They can return. Caleb Evans, welcome. And I agree. And that is a question I put out to the fan base, to AEW faithful. It's been 5 years of the same. So even if you love the Bucks, even if you love FTR, even if you love Jericho, if you love Pick'em, Britt Baker. Now, Britt Baker just went away and got a huge pop when she returned. Moxley is taking a break. Kenny Omega is going to get a huge pop when he comes back. I think like the Orange Cassidys of the world, the people that we've seen week in and week out for 5 years have overstayed their welcome. Freshen it up. Give Orange Cassidy a month off and use Wardlow. Okay. Don't care about feelings. Okay. Apparently that's Ospreay's. They just zoomed in on a lady for some reason. The real reason that they won't be at London next year, WrestleMania or SummerSlam will be there. I agree. That's a big part of it. You also have to understand I know someone earlier in the chat said, well, 50,000 tickets is good. Yeah, but it's a decline. When you lose that much, like if you always hear Triple H come out, this was the best WrestleMania ever. This was the best SummerSlam ever. This is the best Backlash ever. That's what you should be doing. That's what everyone should be doing. Same thing we do here on this channel. This month was better than last month. This year is better than last year. You're always trying to progress. So when you lose 20 to 30,000 people, you got to come up with plan B. So they go to Texas. I'm just nervous because you are setting up shows with 3,000-4,000 people domestically. Can you sell out a building that big? I don't know. I really don't know. And I will be here live to say I was right or wrong when it happens. See, now this is getting heated up. And that was Ospreay's wife. I figured they were showing the lady for something. Somebody should have told us. Will is great on the mic and has his own style. Yeah, it's all piss and vinegar. It's all piss and vinegar. It's all balls. He's just spitting from the balls. Pause. MJF getting worked up. Oh, wait, what? MJF just said he was. Why? Why would he? Fuck that. I want MJF to be a badass, guys. I want MJF to be a heartless killer. Not this envious, I'm jealous. The fuck? That's exactly what it is. I agree with you. Again, two amazing talents you want to see. You want to see them in the ring. But for, Henry, Robert, and I know anybody else out there. I'm not picking on anybody, but I got some vocal AEW fans, which I do love because they force me to think about the wrestling. Does this not feel too long, even if you really do like these two? Yeah, segment dragging. We appreciate you, Kevin. We really do. We appreciate anybody who even tunes in for a second. I'm sure Daniel Garcia cost MJF. That's so bad. Richard, I said it, and I'm kind of with you. I think I might talk about that tomorrow night on our preview show. I have a feeling, yes. Thank you. Thank you, MDB. MDB with the save. Oh, he's leaning into Whisper again. Oh, going after the wife. Ooh. Yeah, see, that's not that, like, that's just so low-hanging fruit. Like, Ospreay improving. Ospreay is a talent. Oh, Ospreay talking to Shivani. How much is the fine if I twat him right now? $100,000. Ospreay gonna kick him. This is good. I like this. They should have got here faster. This is good. Yeah, bruv. I like this. This is well played. He almost. He just needs a little more coaching, a little more fine tuning. How to get your punches in, how to get to your point. But I love that he's fiery. Like, that's something you can't teach. But there you go. Ospreay attacking MJF. Security jumping in. And Will Ospreay says 100K. I got you. Oh, and they call it, Excalibur says it's 100 pounds. Fucking Excalibur's an idiot. You're still an American company, you dumbass. Ospreay sponsored by Adidas. MJF laying out security. Oh, that was. Lays out Ospreay, holds up the ring. Yeah. Yeah, it just needs some fine tuning. It's like what I keep saying about like a Ricky Starks, right? Like, a lot of talent where he's just kind of teaching himself and learning from experience and learning from other wrestlers. But you take Ricky Starks and you put him in an environment where he's produced. Like, could you imagine Ricky Stark's promo, his entrance with like strong production? It's the next level. But Ospreay's great. These are two of the best in this company. This segment should have been half the distance. Get rid of the two monologues that open this segment, and we would have been a lot better. As MJF leaving, Will Ospreay bloodied and in a mess. Boo. MJF should have brung up Ospreay being thin-skinned about Triple H saying, yeah, I want MJF to be a killer. I don't want him to, like, again, a lot of soft heels. As he's going, looked like he was going to set up a Tiger Driver, and security comes rushing in. Christopher Daniels in there now. Ospreay's been laid out, and this segment will not end. This is long as fuck. As the crowd starts chanting Fallen Angel, not MJF, not Ospreay, Fallen Angel. I love AEW fans. Y'all kill me. I'm fired up. Let's go. So Ospreay's got a little bit of blood smudge on his forehead, folks. My prediction, Moxley return tonight after Okada versus Claudio. I will admit, it was either Anthony or Nick that suggested this to me first. I hate it. I hate the idea. If you were going to bring Moxley back for Okada, do it last week. At minimum, do it last week. If you have Claudio, like, just have Claudio Okada on the pay-per-view. Moxley coming back now, days away? I don't like it. I don't like it. And that better be a prediction, Damien. If you're ruining a spoiler, I'm going to punch you in the kneecap. Vinci greater than Cesaro? Maybe. They should save that for the last. Yeah, you could have kind of went off the air with that. But again, we still have like a Daniel Bryan segment coming up and stuff. So again, all depends on how you position it. But ladies and gentlemen, we are in a commercial break. The night rolls on. We're getting closer and closer to the main event spot. Lots happening on this show. I will say, and maybe it's because Monday, Tuesday, the pace of the shows have been so much faster. We're getting really used to this new WWE where the shows are like the segments are quicker. They're moving. This show tonight in the first, hour and change, a really slow go home show. It's been slow. That's my biggest criticism of tonight. I like the back half. Everything after MJF spoke for the first time to the end of the segment between Ospreay and MJF, really, really good. They should have, again, the big long monologue followed by the monologue, and then back and forth, like a debate, and then the additional fight. The segment felt so long, but they gave them the entire segment. From commercial to commercial, they went. I just think they could have done it in half the time. That's all. Not terrible. Ospreay's outstanding. MJF just needs to go back to being edgier. Like, even that spot there where he's like, I'm jealous, or whatever the fuck he said. I'm pretty sure he said he was jealous. And Tony's like, oh, he said like, I want the heel to be ruthless. I want the fucking heel to be devious. I want the heel to, you don't even have to turn your back before he starts trying to stick stuff in it. Pause. But that's what I want. Like, I don't want these insecure, I don't know how I feel, and like, just be an asshole. MJF, when he was coming out being a complete asshole, worked the best. Now it feels like he's trying, like others. Like, I'm gonna try and be a bad guy. You were naturally a heel. Just be that guy. But we are in the back, and Adam Page has been asked to leave due to an altercation in the back. Every time we go to the UK, something happens in the back. Hangman Page is going to be in the Casino Gauntlet match. Is that disappointing, guys? That is a very good question. And where are my AEW fans? Where's Henry? Is it disappointing that you couldn't find, oh my God, Evil Uno's here? They paid for Uno to go to Britain. Evil Uno is in the Casino Gauntlet, and you announce that as Page just does a shitty chair shot. Yo, I feel like Hangman Page is turning into like 1980s Jake the Snake Robert. There's something there with Page, guys. Page isn't a bust. He just, again, is he just working for the wrong people? Because there is something there with Page. But Page comes out and says, I'm going to be in the Gauntlet. And then Evil Uno's like, me too. Great. Now Page is on par with Uno. Are you disappointed that they couldn't find anything? Being that we thought Adam Page was going to fight Swerve at All In. Instead, he's just another guy in the Gauntlet match. But ladies and gentlemen, here comes Claudio Castagnoli. In his little thing, beat Leo Rush on last week's Collision. Ooh, what the fuck? Who's in charge? Jesus Christ, that's lazy writing. We need a fun fact about Claudio. He beat Leo on Saturday. Hangman is a clown. All right, that didn't help. Hangman, ran him over. Kind of. Not really, though. Such a better than Double J match. Yeah, fair enough. But listen, I think you could have done something with the double. If you did it right, the Double J angle of like the veteran, the old cowboy, if you will, the old outlaw, like a passing of the torch, a passing of the mustache, if you will. Yeah, like I think there was legs there. And at least it would have, like, if you did it properly, I think I could write it in where, again, it's this moment, but the heel Adam Page comes out and he he kind of runs over the veteran at the end of the whole thing. As we got Okada, folks. Oh, there it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, I won't take your predictions because I know some of you know and some of y'all are cheaters. Psycho Magnum TA, Page is silly. I think if he was presented better, he could be better. It's the fact that he's losing his mind, but he's like the kid throwing a temper tantrum at a party where he's just in the corner freaking out and nobody cares, so he looks stupid. You're like, what are you yelling about? That's what it kind of feels like. Which Swan is suspended by TNA for another arrest and going to rehab is breaking news. Damien, thank you for sharing that. Thoughts and prayers out to Rich. I don't know the circumstance or the scenario. I hate to hear it. Hopefully he gets some rehab and help if that's true. I don't know if it's kayfabe or storyline at all, Damien, as I am live with you. So maybe you can confirm it. But either way, I hope Rich is doing all right. Hangman ran him over. Toni is trying to make Hangman into Drew McIntyre low-key. Do you know what Toni needs to make Hangman Drew McIntyre? Don't worry, I'll wait. He needs CM Punk. Oh, shit. He had CM Punk, didn't he? You had that, and then you gave it up. You didn't want it. That's exactly what Hangman Page could have been if they were willing to shut their mouth, grow up, be professional, be adult, and make business happen. Hangman going after, look what Punk has done for Drew with one match. Think about it. Drew was dead in the water. Drew was just bobbing around like a fucking buoy out in the middle of the ocean. Next thing, he drops Punk in a fucking Royal Rumble, and we're off and running, and Drew's never been hotter. Sorry, Adam Page. I guess you should have shut up about Colt Cabana because nobody gave a fuck now. Nobody gave a fuck then. It was a mistake. It was a miscalculation, and Tony Khan's refusal to be a boss and step in and make the proper things happen. This is where we go to. As Claudio threatens the European but gives Okada the pat. Then again, Okada, another kind of goofing around, I don't really give a shit heel. Where are all the badass heels? Name one person in AEW, if you're listening to me right now, one person in AEW, when you hear their music, you're like, oh, fuck, run. Like we've been doing with Bronson Reed, like we've been doing with the Wyatts to an extent, like we do with any of the fucking strong, even a Drew, when you hear, oh, shit, Drew's coming. Who's he going to fuck up? Right? Solo, Jacob. Who in AEW makes you feel that way? Rainmaker retains 100%. Again, I can't imagine the Bucks losing this weekend either. That's where people are picking the Bucks to lose. But then what? If the Bucks lose this weekend, throw the Elite out the window. They are dead. And they didn't even have a rivalry. They're just done. They killed themselves. Please lock in Okada. We'll see. Still to come tonight, 6-man tag, FTR. With Darby taking on Jack Perry and the Bucks. Oh. Big back elbow. That was pretty. Okay. Okada's got something. Okada playing around tonight. I like it. As ladies and gentlemen, we head to picture. The night rolls on. We got more to come. It looks like the 6-man tag might be the main event tonight. But I will remind people, we're here all week long. We are not going anywhere. We are not missing a day for a long time, folks. As we run through this weekend, we're here Saturday and Sunday. Then all next week, we get go-home shows again as we head towards Berlin, the Bash in Berlin to be specific. And we get No Mercy. Joe Hendry, now your number one contender. We got so much wrestling coming your way. We're working on more interviews, more content, more original shows. Wrestling Court just dropped a new episode. If you haven't seen Wrestling Court yet, go check it out when the streams aren't live. A real fun watch. We're 5 episodes deep. I got another one coming around. We got the Dirt Sheet debate, and we are working on a little bit of fun. I think you guys might like it, but we're going to bring a new show to the table at some point, I believe. Whether it's a one-off special or something we do consistently, we will find out. But it may leave the host red in the face. We'll put it that way. But still lots to come here tonight to figure out the go-home for All In. And again, a very interesting night. And I said this before, the WWE has a bad habit of, the go-home shows are light and fluffy. They're just trying to get to the pay-per-view. So I think the same thing is kind of happening here tonight. I'm not overly mad at them. I'm not holding them to a different standard. I think it's just kind of a mailed in. It feels very mailed in. CM Punk is a cancer to the locker room. No. CM Punk was a mole. They cut out and left the cancer in. The cancer's still in the company. Ask the ratings, ask the fan base. One of the biggest things that people don't realize when they talk about the declining number in AEW is it's about the same as the increase that when Punk came in. So the numbers went up with Punk and they went down when he left. So he wasn't a cancer in the locker room. And look what he's doing in WWE. If you can find me one report of people saying that he's a dick in WWE since he's returned, I'm all ears. But that guy wanted to help. The problem is the people did not want to listen. So when he says, hey, I don't think that's a good idea, you get pushed out, just like Cody Rhodes did, just like others have. That's why Mark Henry did nothing. That's why Paul White did nothing. These people are brought in, paid money, and they do nothing because nobody wants to hear from them. The cancers are still spreading. The cancers are still killing AEW. The cancers come in the form of Jericho Hogan. We will see the cancers later tonight in a 6-man match. Those are the cancers. Punk might have been an annoying little mole, but you pulled out the mole and you left the cancer behind. In my opinion, I don't think DMD wants to be in AEW anymore. I don't even think she wants to wrestle anymore, to be honest with you. I don't know. I honestly don't know, Damien. Maybe we ever get to talk to her, we'll find out. But I don't know. Going through the motions, maybe. Punk is only acting right because this is his last shot. So he's still doing it, though, right? Like, it's funny when people say that. Like, well, he's only doing... This is exactly how he wanted to be in AEW. Go back and watch that first moment when he got to AEW. I was live doing this when Punk returned. And again, all he wanted to do was help. He wanted to show the WWE. He didn't really want to go back to the WWE, but shit happens. But he wanted to help AEW. He wanted to help get them over. And he got in a beef with people over Colt Cabana. If you think that makes him the cancer, again, you can drink the Kool-Aid, but let's be real. Like, go call Angela Lansbury. Yeah, old reference, deal with it. And see if you can get a clue. Big European uppercut on the outside. As we're getting an ad for All Out. And as you can see, folks, right now we got Okada and Claudio in the ring. Okada for the win. Beach. Only one had the factor was Archer, but he was drowned. Fair enough. I feel bad. This title match should have been the main event. I don't think so. Again, a good match so far. Powerhouse Hobbs is my, oh shit, that's a badass. Yeah, we haven't seen him. I know he got hurt, but yeah, fair enough. I mean, he's close when he's booked like that. Wardlow kind of had that feel once upon a time. But no badasses. Jack Perry, if you were walking down a dark alley late at night and Jack Perry was coming the other way, would you be nervous? The Young Bucks, would you be nervous? Christian Cage, not really. Nick Wayne, no. Maybe Luchasaurus, because you're trying to figure out what the dinosaur is doing in the alley. But no. But if Jacob Fatu was walking the other way, if you had Tama Tonga walking through the alley barking at shit for no reason, or a Braun Breaker, or a Bronson Reed, or a Braun Strowman, yeah, there's nobody. Brandon Utler makes me feel like that. Yeah, no shit. The fact that he's the guy, again, listen, I give Brandon Cutler all the marks in the world. The guy has been paid well to do nothing for 5 years. It's amazing. Just be a bitch for 5 years. He didn't need WWE. He came back because Vince is gone. He didn't need WWE, and WWE didn't need him. But they both saw the dollar signs on the wall. They all knew what kind of money, what kind of reaction it was going to make, especially after everything that happened in AEW. The WWE were watching. Triple H were watching. They understood that he was selling more T-shirts. The man was leading merch sales in both companies at the same time. Oh, what a cancer. He was making your company better. And the problem is, all that fighting with Punk split your fan base in half. Some love Punk, some hate Punk, but they couldn't agree. Even internally, the tribe turned on itself. And if I was Tony Khan, I wish I had 5 Punks right now, because nobody's watching my shows. Big Bill blocked. Cesaro, Okada up and over, back down to the floor. Matches never stay in the ring. I feel like Toni and Mariah deserve one more promo exchange, not a throwaway match. Throwaway title match with Saraya. Title match with an angle after. Mariah May smashes her, and then we move on. It makes you feel, traditionally, that would mean that Toni Storm's got a good chance of winning on Sunday. But again, who knows? Samoa Joe. Good answer, Antoine. That's a good answer. I miss Joe. They drove him through a wall because Jericho fucked him up too. Punk made Drew great again. Facts. Undeniable. And again, you watch Punk now for over a year be a positive contributing member of the roster. Even if it's just, he's just acting. No, that's him now. That's become a thing. Even if it was pretend in the beginning, he's done it for a year. If you behave a certain way for a year, that's you. That's you. You can't, I didn't really mean it. No, that's him. Oh, the minute he's like the cameras go off, he's a complete prick again. Like, no, he's well liked. There's people in AEW that loved him. Jade loves him. Hobbs loves him. Wardlow loves him. FTR loves him. There was plenty of people that loved him. The problem with him in AEW is he doesn't have kid gloves. And that's where he went wrong. Samoa Joe should come back to WWE now. He would have a huge pop. I wish. I'm just a big fan of Samoa Joe. He could do anything. In a perfect world, Joe and AJ Styles end up in TNA at the same time for no reason. Huge. Some trolls need to look up what a troll is. Who's that dropping on my bridge? Fair enough. I don't even know what you're referencing. Bash will probably be better than All In. I got this feeling. Again, different. It's so hard, Tony, to compare it. It all depends on what you're looking at. We will see. Again, in the past, I've said this before. With AEW, it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be a car wreck. And their highs are going to be really high. Like MJF Ospreay should be a real high. Swerve Danielson, a high. Your lows are real low. Jericho Hook. Ishii Willow. Like you're going to get matches that shouldn't be on the card. WWE does a better job of staying in the pocket. So they're kind of consistent across the board. And then you get big spikes of like, oh my God, Roman's back or whatever. This with AEW is like, oh my God, what a huge moment. All right, now I'm falling asleep. Oh my God, huge moment. Like it's a little more of a roller coaster. That's all. But it is very hard to compare them show to show. We'll see. I really hope All In cooks. And I hope the 5-6 hour live stream that we have to do is not a long process. Wrestling Revolver this weekend on as well. Saturday, yes, Damien, we will be here for that. Anthony's TNA review comes out on Saturday as well. Sunday, we are here at 11:30 a.m., folks. It's going to be a fun one as we go live for All In. Cannot wait for it. Looking forward to all the action. Me and Big Nick going to be here all night long. Night in the UK, day where we're here over here in North America. But yes, it's going to be a fun one. As you see on the screen, Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Wake and bake, get up, grab your snacks, grab your bacon, grab all the fun stuff, and join us for what's going to feel like a full day of wrestling action. We are back to the action. Roddy, same with Alondra Blaze, her cameos. Didn't catch that. Thank you, Roddy. Was that a Yes, Jesus got me. There you go. Phil Brooks tried to take Tony Khan's nicest for granted. Phil is no good. It's not true, Henry. And I know we can agree to disagree, my friend. No hard feelings on that. I'm not personally connected to Phil Brooks in any way, shape, or form. When we sit down and look at the evidence in front of us, one guy wanted to do business and really get the company to another level. And that company has not been at that level since his presence. I think Tony Khan got stuck between a rock and a hard place. That's why Tony Khan gave Punk Collision. But Punk got fucked with. And I think when Punk grabbed Jack Perry, he knew he was getting fired. And the minute he grabbed Jack Perry, he knew. And that's why he did what he did. He made sure they're going to fire me. Do keep in mind the people that he was feuding with and people that he had issues with aren't just other wrestlers. They were EVPs. They represent the company. And that's partly why I think Punk was able to get out of there pretty quick and pretty free. And still getting a paycheck. I'm sure he's still getting AEW money. So, Claudio up, big European. Khan cheated Brody King out of Odie Bugger's badass role. Brody King should be a badass. Butcher should be a badass. The Gates of Agony are fucking great. They get jobbed out to every little guy. If you're over 180 pounds in AEW, you are going to do jobs for everybody. My prediction, Adam Cole returns it All In and Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter is an interesting one. I thought Jamie Hayter. I think that's a high possibility. Makes sense. Adam Cole might return. I just don't know what you do with Adam Cole. I brought this up the other day, Damien. What do you do with him? Taco Bell. You got that Taco Bell money. I like it. Oh, dun, 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 dun. John Woo dropkick. Okay. How come the table is at ringside tonight? Venue, probably. I'm guessing because they're in Cardiff. The Young Bucks are the cancer of AEW. Yeah. Yeah, again, all you got to do is look at the numbers. Numbers don't lie. Facts don't care about your feelings. Thank you, MJF. But no, at the end of the day, you can't peg everything on Punk. And I think Punk would have done business. Punk would have got in the ring and had matches. And people that are anti-Punk ignore all the shit. Punk had to sit at home and watch the Young Bucks mock him and do victory laps and make fun of the buckshot lariat that he fucked up and the pot shots and the leaks to Meltzer. I'm telling you, this company, AEW, would be so much better if Jericho, the Young Bucks, and that little clique go away and you really push real good talent. You put people in a position where they hold back other talent so they don't look bad. The company will never evolve, grow, or get better. But Claudio sends Okada for a swing. I wouldn't be surprised we got Mox at All In. That could happen. The Bucks are good church-going men. Those are the worst. Those are the fucking worst. It's always the ones, may the Lord be with you. They're sticking a crucifix in your back when you turn around. If it's not a crucifix, it might be something else. KJ, this match too long. Tanisha, welcome. It just hasn't had, like, it's good. It's a good match. It's a bit on the long side. But technically a title match. We got to give it some love. It's better than I thought it was going to be. Nice counter by Okada. Thank you so much, by the way, for the super chat, Roddy. We appreciate you. Good drop kick. Mox versus Okada. Mox versus Okada was such a quick turnaround. Seems crazy. Like, bring Mox back last week. Right? If Mox shows up, but maybe Mox versus Okada at All Out. Does that work? Okada against the BC. Like, so are we going to set up like the Elite versus the BCC again? Or kind of? I know we haven't really had it. We had Brian in the mix. I'm confused. I don't know where they're going with it, Robert. Maybe you know. Help me out. Not sure what the referee's doing right here. 1 minute to the time limit. Wait, it's a title match. Why is there a 20-minute time limit? We're going to get a time limit draw? I should have clicked on that. Yeah, the church-going folk are the ones that you got to watch out for. Good drop kick. No, that's what we're going to brag about. Then we got less than a minute, by the way, folks. Big European. Why is this going to a time limit draw? Okada's hung by his feet. Claudio's trying to get him in the ring. Oh, Okada holds onto the rope. The ref should be breaking the hold. But again, rules are optional. Jesus, a stomp on the chest. Again, grabbing the rope. No ref break. 2-2-2. Almost had a new champ. So they're going to draw and have a rematch at All In. Boo. The crowd is booing. The crowd is booing. It's been 20 minutes. Yeah, that was a 20-minute time limit draw. By the way, in AEW, title matches have an hour. And you just played into the time limit gimmick with MJF and Ospreay. We didn't quite get there. TK. Looking a little familiar in that avatar, though. The crowd is chanting 1 more minute, I think. These AEW referees really grind my gears. Here come the Bucks and Jack Perry. So it looks like we're going to transition right into the main event. Okada is awesome. I don't know, man. Okada was awesome. That was a good match, though, Henry. I will give them credit. I thought I didn't like the ending. I don't like the 20-minute draw. It doesn't make sense. All right, Buck's got a mic. Okada looks upset as he asks the crowd, "Do you want 5 more minutes?" Crowd's cheering. They ain't getting it, though. Did they do one on Collision? Sorry, Richard, is that true? I missed it. Yeah, you knew he was going to say that. Was perfect. Why is he wearing pearls? Did they fall out of his butt on the way to the ring? Well, why is he wearing pearls? Announcer is shades of Finkel. The ref is shades of Finkel. But is it not a title match in AEW is an hour time limit? Why would this title be different than the other titles? I'm not wrong. Anybody want to argue with me or help me out on this one? Good match, bad ending. As Jack Perry looks like a weasel. He does. Everybody can leave early now. Yeah, the ratings killers are here. FTR Acclaimed went to a 30-minute draw. Jesus Christ. Okay. I forgot we took Saturday off. I believe that the title that Okada has is only scheduled for 20 minutes. Okay. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't get why that would be, though. He has the Continental title. Why would that be different than... I don't... That's weird. Here comes Darby Allin. Let's fucking go. He said it, not me. I just repeated it. Is Jeff Jarrett on tonight? No, Jeff Jarrett. Double J. They gave Double J's plane ticket to Evil Uno. And FTR, top guys in the house. And I've said this recently. Dax has really got on my nerves in the last while. Ever since he re-signed with AEW, he's just snotty and pompous and like he's the first wrestler to ever wrestle. I'm the wrestler's wrestler, and I do this for my family. And as Jumpstart, here we go. Claudio and Okada fighting at ringside, or they're doing the tango. I haven't decided yet. And we are off and running, and we continue the streak of one match in 3 weeks. Has had no jump in, no interference, or no aftermath. One. Can't make that shit up. Darby overused Allin. Ouch. Yeah, I mean, lately it's been good because Darby was in and out with injury. Not that it's good that he got injured, but it was just kind of good that he kind of had that break, that breather. As we are in the main event, ladies and gentlemen, and we are rolling towards the end of this one, along with the Bang Bang Gang. We got a coffin match on the weekend. We'll see how that goes. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you so much for the super chat, kid. Rather than using the time to build up other wrestlers, they have time limit draws, long matches, and long promos. Yeah, I think we were talking about TNA the other day about how, like, you know, they do their shows and they can have, you know, 10, 12 matches, including their pre-show, similar to AEW. But I find that there's a balance. Some matches are 4 minutes, some matches are 8 minutes, some matches are 15, 20. And I feel like when you give everybody the same, it all becomes like just one big melting pot of soup. What's up, Vance? How you doing? But yeah, again, it was a very slow paced night, and I think because of the way. Wow, nice move, big kick, down goes Darby. But I honestly believe that the pace of Raw and NXT is starting to make me feel or notice the lack of pace on AEW when it doesn't have it. If that makes sense, right? Like tonight feels like a slow 2 hours compared to the 3 hours on Monday this week. Now, before anybody jumps on me, I said Dynamite was better than NXT last week. I don't think Dynamite was better than NXT this week. Vince, what's going on? There you go. Okay. Who cares? Yeah, I'm with you. Who cares? Bang Bang Gang become a new trial. The new trial is Bang Bang Gang become the new trial champions. Return of Jay. What are you saying, Damien? Oba Femi, Tony D moment better than all of AEW tonight. Dynamite, a dud. I will say that segment again shows you the cadence, right? Shows you kind of the pace in which they're doing. They get in, get out, and keep it quick. Get to your point. Make it matter. And there's been good stuff on it. Some of it, like the Ospreay MJF, was really good. Went a little too long, and the first half of it was unnecessary. The Continental title has been one-on-one with nobody in the corner, and it's 20 minutes. But what, like, okay, I'll accept the 20 minutes. I just don't get why you wouldn't make it like every other belt. Like, I get like when you did the tournament matches were 20 minutes. But when you establish a champion and championship matches, like if I went to the UFC, like the mid-card title isn't 3 rounds and all the other titles are 5 rounds. Like, championship rounds are for a reason. And again, nobody in the corners. That was in the tournament, which was great. They had a one-on-one match, ends in a draw. But again, the match leads to an aftermath. And that's all I'm pointing out. I'm not even criticizing. I kind of am. But all I am doing is pointing out, like, every match but one in 3 weeks has had this. I think it's too much, Henry. I think you can agree with me on that. There's too much of the same stuff. Oh, another guy got beat up. Oh, someone else got beat up. Like, I'm not saying you can't do it, but not every single match, week in and week out. Like, to them, that is how you write a story. Or you go out, you run out and beat him up now. Been there, done that. You can't keep repeating. Definitely way too many titles. I agree with that. Too many vitamins for Damien Heater. Yeah, he got the vital thumb. Pac versus Okada, not over 20 minutes. I don't know, Richard. I can't say for certain. I watch a lot of wrestling. Too much aftermath. Like I love it, a good angle, but like I just want it to be like the point. Like I remember. You remember the early days? You're sitting watching AEW, trying to figure it out. Oh, this is cool. Next thing, John Moxley shows up and he's fucking dropping Kenny Omega through, tables and glass. And like, oh, holy shit. You used to like get excited. But now it happens so often, it's just part of the show. Right? Like if tomorrow on your drive home from work, there was a big car wreck on the side of the road and there's flames, and you would be like, oh shit. But if the next day you drove by and it was another one was there the next day, oh shit. But after 7 days, 8 days, 12 days, you drive by, like that's you get desensitized, right? If you keep driving, oh shit, another pile up, oh, another dumpster on fire, it starts wearing off. That's my only, again, constructive criticism. Jack Perry eats a brain buster. WWE never has time limits, or at least never talks about it. Yeah, no, it's not a thing. Vince was still booking with Hogan wanting to come back and wanted to expand to the Indian market. He might get a revamp him with the Bollywood Hogan. Yeah, maybe. The good news is Vince is nowhere near wrestling, so it's been for everybody's benefit. And again, a lot of the criticism towards WWE is what WWE was doing under Vince McMahon. Now, I don't understand. Wrestling fans have this weird thing of like, they don't want to let go. Like, it used to suck. Like, I quit watching wrestling because it sucked. But when it got good again, okay, this is good. I didn't know it still sucks. Why does it suck? Never have time limits. Top Flight, Leo Rush versus Pac, Yuta, Claudio, this Collision. We will be here live for the Collision the night before All In, folks. As the Bucks are now in the ring, Jack Perry tags one of them, and they both get to come in, and the ref is just counting. Going for the trigger. Miss. Hit each other. 104 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beef stew. Okay. FTR still no flips, just fist, and that's why the Elite hate them. Not bad, not wrong. Doesn't feel why anymore. As everybody gets a sharpshooter. Oh, wait. Darby did the Scorpion Deathlock. Thank you, Excalibur. You fucking putz. All 6 men. They're getting rope breaks. Okay. Fucking Jesus. Lord, help me. All 6 men in the ring. So no matter what, the submissions are called off. But we're crawling for rope breaks when the ref like everybody. No. This is not allowed. Like, again, I guess if you don't know the rules of wrestling, how does Acclaimed get involved in this match? It came from Blood and Guts. Blood and Guts. They kind of got involved with and then it just kind of carried through. Into the corner. Oh, Wheeler. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have to shoot you straight. I've watched every minute of AEW Dynamite, and I still get confused about what fucking buck is what. But Jack Perry, Scorpion Death Drop on Jack Perry. Crowd's very quiet, folks. Do you guys remember the energy in the building on Monday? That's not this right now. Like, listen, if you're a fan and you're going to get mad at me, but what was that? Shatter Machine! Matthew still up on the turnbuckle. Tag to the thigh. Bang Bang Gang became trios champions at All In. Okay. I'd like to see Jay White get back. Another wrestler I'm a big fan of. Big splash! Darby going for the coffin drop. Collision on Friday. No, Saturday. And they win. What the fuck? Darby Allin and FTR pick up the win in what I would describe as a little bit of a lackluster match. Shocked. I don't. Yeah, 100%. I don't know. How does this build heat for the match? I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty surprised. No stakes. I've heard Sting will be at All In. He might help Darby. Okay. That'd be a nice touch. Yawn. Yeah, Bucks retaining on Sunday. Yeah. Again, it's just like in the build of storytelling, like they just beat them up. And now they're running them off, literally running them off. Like and here come the Acclaimed. So, another match, another bleed over. And they got a mic. Why are we cutting a promo at this time? We still have Brian and the crew to come. Is he rapping or talking? This is bad. I don't think Max Caster's trying anymore. Am I wrong? The Bucks. You can't be that naive, my friend. I appreciate your opinion, but you know it's a long haul. Listen, I will admit if I'm wrong, but they're leaving All In with the belt. So they will take they'll take an L tonight. They'll lose a battle. They're not losing a war. Why is this happening at this point in the show? And Caster's like in the middle of a diss track and just talking. I'm not sure. Was he trying to rhyme? Okay, okay. The Bucks are so yeah, that's hilarious. Are you one of the Bucks? Are you Brandon Cutler? Is that um anybody remember when Brody King would bark and would get the whole audience barking with him? Uh Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pepperidge Farm. That's very American. I don't know, kid. I don't know where the House of Black are. Okay, so we're getting the match. At least I'm looking forward to is FTR versus the Young Bucks versus the Acclaimed. Yeah, I could see why. Did they fuck up the timing? Like I still got 8 minutes. Why you don't like the Knucks? They're not good. That's why. They're not good. And I think my issue, similar to Jericho, is they're not good, but they keep telling me they are. Like I'm stupid if I don't get that they're good. That's what I think bothers me ultimately. It's like why? Like you're doing stupid shit. I point out that it's stupid, but you think I'm stupid because I don't get you. It's weird. It's weird. It's like fucking up my food at a restaurant and then telling me that no, that's the way it's supposed to be. As Renee is interrupting the doctor to get an interview, what's your status? Oh, Bryan Danielson giving Ospreay a pep talk. This is weird too. Yep, booking killed that. And I predicted it in MDB. I don't know much, but I do watch a lot of wrestling. And when the fans freaked out that they had that really good match and they were like, I can't believe Tony Khan didn't call an audible and give them the belts. You're not supposed to. And then they turned around and Arthur Ashe handed them the belts. And that was the biggest mistake. That was the beginning of the end for the Acclaimed. That first title win. They built it wrong. It got passed around like a hot potato because the Young Bucks, Mr. Henry, the Young Bucks refused to do business for FTR. So they passed the belt around to other teams instead because they're chicken shit and then ran to the trios division. Facts. But that was the big downfall for the Acclaimed was you had an opportunity to have them chase. If they would have lost again at Arthur Ashe, then it's you build it because Tony Khan is an insecure. He lacks confidence in his booking, and you can tell because he'll change shit like that. Oh, we better give them the title. So the fans were booing. The fans were upset. You want the fans upset. The babyface lost. Let the babyface chase. And they never recovered. They went through all that shit and then back and forth and nothing tag matches. It just never went anywhere. Were you a fan of Taylor Wilde in TNA wrestling? And do you think she'll sign with AEW next? She's not in TNA anymore. I don't believe she's been with TNA for quite a while. I imagine if she was going to sign with AEW, it might have happened. I could be wrong. Taylor might be Canadian. I'm a fan of Taylor. Don't get me wrong. She was pretty good on TNA. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what she's doing. I don't know if she's doing indie bookings. I know she has a podcast, I believe. So your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I haven't really heard her name much in quite a while. It feels like a lot of people have stopped trying. It feels like Max Caster is just could give two fucks about what he's doing. That's the impression he gives me. Like, just let's get this over with. Max Caster raps like Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper reject. I was gonna say, don't compare him to Chance. I like Chance. No, I have no idea what it's like. He started rapping, then changed his mind and started talking. It's really confusing. What match will be the worst match of the night? Young Bucks match or Jericho? Listen, I'm gonna say Jericho. There is nothing to be interested in with Jericho versus Hook. It's not going to be a good match. It's going to look like an old man beating up on his nephew. It doesn't work. It should not be on the show. It should not be on All In. Plus, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention earlier, but being that we're almost out of the door here, Jericho confirmed there will be a Fozzy concert, because how many bands get to say they played 5 minutes at Wembley? This is the problem. Does anybody in the chat right now want to see a Fozzy 5-minute performance? Nobody. As we got Nigel McGuinness in the ring. But yeah, Jericho's going to get 5 minutes. They made Ospreay go heel last year so Jericho could do the Queen ripoff. And then we watched him butcher that. We watched him ruin that whole experience. And now we're going to do it again. I don't know what the plan is, but Jericho's going to perform at All In. And again, this is why Jericho loves Tony Khan. Because if he was working for WWE and he said, hey, man, we got a show in Berlin. Can Fozzy play? No. Hey, WrestleMania is going to be huge. Can Fozzy play? No. No, nobody wants to hear that, Jericho. We're not going to use you, Jericho. We're not going to put you out there, Jericho. And that's the problem. That's the problem with Jericho. Shut up, Mega. Listen, I'm not even getting into that. That is complete and utter bullshit. And if you can give me one example of a young talent he's helped, I will show you how you're completely wrong. But as much as you want to say anything like that, Henry, my apologies. Jericho only puts Jericho over. And even at times when, he put someone over, he didn't. Right? And if you're going to throw someone like Action Andrade or Andrade, whatever the fuck, nope, he got the pin. But then Jericho set him on fire and beat the shit out of him. Jericho always gets the last laugh. Even when Jericho was fucking with MJF and Jericho went off that cage and it wasn't about getting MJF over. Jericho was hoping everybody was going to be talking about the bump that Jericho took. And they were, for how bad the bump was. And then Jericho went on his podcast and whined. I went, so what? I went through a crash pad. Yeah, shut up. Swerve and Danielson to close the show. Yes, sir. Up right now, we got Danielson, we got Swerve, we got Nigel McGuinness, folks. And again, we're heading into the end of the show. This show feels long as shit tonight. All right, you can have that. By the way, Chicago is the greatest wrestling city in the world. Watch out for All Out. Yeah, I wonder how the ticket sales for All Out are this year. I know people were upset last year when Punk wasn't there. Again, I don't like All In, All Out being 2 weeks apart, and then you go All In, All Out, Grand Slam, Wrestle Dream within like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, or something like that. Spread shit out. See, so right now the heel is getting the whole crowd to chant. It's not right. It's not what should be happening right now. Somebody give Nigel a minute. Yeah, Nigel's awesome. Oh, wait a minute. Nigel healing it up. How is Nigel healing it up more than the heel's manager? Scorpions, Bash Berlin, let's go. Jericho has a petty ego. Yeah, he's going through a midlife crisis, and he has the backing of a billionaire, so he can do and say whatever the fuck he wants whenever he wants. He doesn't put anybody over. He is fucking brutal. He is hurting the company, and as long as AEW fans have to watch Jericho show up every week and the Bucks show up every week, the product is never going to get bigger. You guys are going to, year 7, year 8, you're still going to be celebrating 600,000 people watch Dynamite this week. It's never going to grow the audience, ever. And that's why I'm mad. Because you have better talent in your company that should be taking Jericho's TV time. Not really, Mr. Quake. I don't think so. Figuring that the crowd looked far too hot for an American AEW audience. Yeah, they're in Cardiff. Lovable underdogs. Not sure what that's. I'm very befuddled by how the AEW Gauntlet works. If whoever starts early that wrestles would win easily in the future, participants would have no way to win. Yes, TK. That is how it works. Is one fall to a finish. So, like we saw with Will Ospreay, there was 22 people or 21 people announced for the Gauntlet. Ospreay came in 11 and got the win. It's the way they do it. I hate it. I think it's fucking dumb. The claim is garbage because Caster is phony as it gets. I don't know. There's something there. I mean, again, the Acclaimed were hot as fuck. And when he started doing what he was doing, it was getting over. But he just, yeah, I mean, I feel like Caster's a guy that's trying to get himself fired. I'd rather see Wardlow than Jericho. I'd rather see a long list of people. I'd rather see Hologram than Jericho. I'm not going to lie. Chance is 31. Okay. I don't know what that's relevant. I would go to All Out, but I don't feel like driving an hour out of the burbs. Fair enough. Rancho Cucamonga. Nigel Hare looks like a wave. He feels disrespected. Cutting a very heel promo. Okay. Again. Are we talking to someone else? What is happening? Random, but yes, he's fucking brutal. I mean, it's very rare you see somebody like literally work himself out of an industry, and he's systematically done it. Day by day by day, more and more people give up on Meltzer. Meltzer is completely and utterly full of shit. Has no clout. No, again, I get so mad at people I respect, like other streamers and other content creators that I have nothing but love for, and they're retweeting and reposting shit from Meltzer said, like that's fucking news. The local bum at the bar said, like, what the fuck are we doing? Homeless Joe said, what? Okay. Nana turn, nah, that doesn't make any sense. Again, long-winded monologue. Why is Brian not out here already? Like Brian should be out in front of everybody. We are past the 10 o'clock hour. Why is Brian not standing in the ring listening to this? The Bucks do suck. Do you think Warlow and Starks will be stars in NXT? Yes or no? Ricky Starks is an outright star. What they're going to do, look what they're doing with Braun Breaker, Damian. Look what they're doing with Braun Breaker. Now imagine it's Wardlow. This is slow. This is fucking boring. AEW 2019 to 2024. Nah, it's got some legs left. Adam Page is a psycho cowboy. He's more like a sissy cowboy. He's not really psycho. He just throws a lot of tantrums. Am I allowed to say sissy? I don't know. Fuck him. KJ Dave Meltzer never told a lie about anything in pro wrestling. Nope. Of course not. They're not lies. They're guesses. They're guesses that he pretends are facts. Is that the same as a lie? Is that the same as a lie? I don't fucking know. And Brian comes running out. And we just go. Brian has no words. Insane knee. Psycho knee. And the champ just gets tossed. And the crowd goes and finally wakes up. Daniel Bryan's going to win on Sunday. Thank you. I'm glad you don't do that, Danielson. Look at Danielson grab this mic and just like a pro, dig into it, get to his point. Don't make a liar out of me. Adam Page, Brooke Jensen. I'm the best effing wrestler in the world. And I have been for the last 20 years. The best part of the show was the fucking 30 seconds that Danielson's giving us right now. A long-ass overrun for a promo segment is what baffles me, MDB. Do the overrun if there's a reason. If a match is going to spill over, great. But to do a promo, fit it into your formatting. The fuck are you doing? And why would you save the most exciting part of the show, which is this right here, right now, for the end? Why didn't you open with this shit? Open the show with this. We'd all be jazzed and energized. Oh, I don't want Swerve to disappear, Chris, but it could happen. This is going to be a good match on Sunday, guys. This is going to be a really good match on Sunday. It is. The absolute best part of that show came 8 minutes or 6 minutes after the end of the show. I agree with you. Look at the crowd. Listen to the fucking crowd, Tony. You don't have this reaction for anybody. Use it. And I get it. Brian's a fucking vet. Now he's going a bit long. Cut it short. Get out. He's cursing a shit ton. I love it. He told me he could swear because it's Tate. He's not smart. I hope All In will be better. All In's going to be good. Again, All In's going to have like really high peaks. Danielson, Swerve are going to smoke it. MJF, Ospreay should kill it. But then you're going to get the Young Bucks in a fucking triple threat. You're going to get Jericho in a fucking learning tree wood match. Like fucking, yeah, I don't know. I hope somebody can find Darby's flamethrower and we can burn down the fucking learning tree. But we're going to have really good stuff and really bad stuff. No real middle ground with AEW. But the best part of the show comes after the show. But Swerve looking like a bitch. If he loses on Sunday, his title run will officially be mashed potato. Mush. Not good. Not great. Not loving it. Not having it. That is rough. But listen to the crowd. Now, remind me tonight. We sat here for 2 hours together tonight, folks. The show has come to an end. Give me your rating out of 10, but you tell me another time tonight where the crowd was that lit. Were they that loud for Saraya? No. For Toni? Not really. Ospreay was the only exception. They weren't even that vocal for MJF. Ospreay, Danielson. Even AEW with a crowd still kind of sucks. I don't know why I found that so funny. It was like, all right, still shit. It's almost like when you like look in a different mirror. Oh no, still ugly. Fuck. All right, gotta go. 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Brian greater than MJF. Brian is one of the best talents you have on your roster, and I like how that ended. And that's when you have a pro involved. He comes out, throws the knee. Again, maybe a touch long for a end of the night promo, but it was passionate. It was to the point, reminding everybody who the fuck he is. Like, he is not messing around. He came to play. He came to dig in, and you got to give him his respect. That ending gave it a 6 out of 10. I can see that. I heard Sting will make an appearance this Sunday. That'll be badass. SoCal. I'm glad I see this going around a little. I just want some of the surprises in AEW to be surprises. I would like some actual surprises. Everything leaks, man. They're like a fucking pamper. Yes, movement of AEW. I think Swerve's title reign started bad, but this will end. But the Will and Danielson feud helped it a lot. Kind of, sort of. I think he got overshadowed a little, and if he loses to Danielson, then it's all for naught. And to me, it would be a very disappointing title run. 9.5 out of 10 for Mr. Quake. That is fucking ridiculous. I'm pretty sure you're just pulling my leg. I think you're being silly. If so, you might want to, stop Quake and figure some things out. 0 to 10. AEW did not watch. At least you were honest about not watching. KJ, who's a better champion reign? Swerve or Damian Priest? Ooh. Neck and neck. We'll see how this last match goes. But neck and neck. Damian's title run wasn't great. As much as I advocated for the man, it just wasn't great. There you go. Hit that like button. 6 out of 10. Hour 1 was disappointing. Hour 2 picked up. Good night. 4.25. 10 out of 10 knee pads. 6 out of 10. Brian saved the show. That's sad. 4.5. A lot of shit that was just slow, boring, and we didn't give a shit about. Sasha, Mercedes, again, I don't care what anybody says. They're booking Camille wrong. She looks soft as shit. I hate it. Big Bill looks soft as shit. I hate it. All the big, strong talent look like pussies. It's fucked. They got to figure something out. They got to change up the method of the madness. But regardless, there was some good stuff in there. Thanks for watching the live stream. Kira, have a good night. 8.5 out of 10. Robert, again, I way too high. Way too high, Robert. Let's honestly. I know you're an AEW fan, buddy. But really, you really enjoyed that last 2 hours? I'm asking. If the answer is yes, I'm being honest with you. If you really enjoyed that 2 hours, what was so exciting about it? I'm struggling. I watch more wrestling than any human being I know. So help me understand. 6 out of 10. That's low key. I got you. 6 out of 10. I'm going to wrangle some. Don't ask. I won't. Pure, slowly boring WWE marks. Oh, Martin, go fuck a hat. AEW treats stuff like dirt. They just don't know what the fuck they're doing. And again, you got marks out there that Tony Khan can walk out to the ring, shit on Jericho's chest in front of everybody. And oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. Oh, you didn't like that? You're a WWE mark. It is such a wasted comment here. And that's what I love about this community. Because when you get comments like this, everybody in the chat knows it's wrong. But that's all you got. That's the only thing you got. You don't have anything to offer. You come to a battle of wits unarmed and you waste everybody's time. Because that's what the simple marks do. Oh, you just I don't have a fact or an opinion or anything to support it, but you don't like my show. 6 out of 10, 5.5 average show night. My score is NA out of 10. That seems fair. Omega C 5 out of 10. Horrible show. 2 out of 9. Kira's just having all the fun. Action-packed show. What was the action? What was the action tonight? Last week, a much better show. Tonight sucked. What was the action pack? Okada, Cesaro, not bad. Danielson, great. Ospreay, great. Ospreay, MJF, too long. Anybody? 5 out of 10 MJF versus Ospreay. Got to keep them separated. Swerve versus Bryan Danielson, the only interesting storylines. Did I miss Nick Wayne's mom? Nope. We all missed her. Heartbreaking. Swerve was better than Priest, but Priest was elevated majority by it. Again, different presentation. So one you have up, and then the other one swallowed. Overall, I think Swerve had a better run. And Swerve, to his credit, thank God Swerve's a talent because his boss is fucking him left, right, and center. 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. WWE dropped the ball on Priest's title reign. Nah, they didn't. They gave a guy an opportunity. Didn't quite click, but look how over he is. The Terror Twins are killing it. His title reign did exactly what it needed to do. And it was a short reign, which was nice. But dropping the ball, no ball's been dropped. Look how over the motherfucker is right now. That's how you do it. 6 out of 10. And I put a big onus on Priest. Priest had some moments where it just didn't work out for him. Long ass boring show. Tonight's show did feel longer than Monday's. It's fucked up. I wonder when Okada and Claudio rematch now. It's got to be at All In or All Out. right? It's got to be one. Why would you do a 20-minute draw if there's no rematch? 10 out of 10, did not watch. Thank you for being honest. I'm a WWE fan in our fan TNA, and I'm going to, yeah, but 8.5. If you can still be a fan of all the wrestling. But tonight, again, if you liked it, I'm not telling you not to like it. I just don't get how it was that good. All In should be good. Fingers crossed. We're going to be here for 6+ hours live, folks. We start at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time Sunday. But I will say last call on the chat as I click through the comments that are already in. My rating tonight. I'll give you 2 points for Danielson, 2 points for Ospreay, 1 point for Claudio and Okada. What else? And a bonus point for I like Toni Storm and Mariah May, even though that part of the show wasn't great. I'll go 6 with you, Bash. Probably could be a 5, but I'll go 6. Just a little more. Again, it just felt slow tonight. The main event, like the end there, slow until Danielson came out. MJF Ospreay, long and slow. Jericho, slow. It was just slow. Mercedes, DMD, slow. Swerve, Danielson, Mariah, Toni carried all the, yeah. The high point was me seeing Toni Storm kissing the girls. I know. People get really excited. You can do it all day, 24/7, live on the internet. It happens all the time. It's not a big deal. Not much love from the crowd was given to the outcast. No. Saraya's not even over in UK. Nobody cares. This is where Tony Khan books for his friends. Tony Khan books with his heart. Tony Khan books based on who is deepest in his rectum. Jericho goes first, and then there's a lineup behind him. I'm not an overall professional wrestling fan, no matter what the company, country. That goes without saying, Ronan. And again, that's why we do what we do. That's why I like when twerps like Martin show up in the chat. I like guys like Henry, who great marks out there, and we're all marks in one way, shape, or form. We're watching grown men beat each other up in their underwear. Let's be real. But at the end of the day, this is the wrestling utopia. We watch all the wrestling. If tonight's show was cooking, I'd tell you. Why would I sit here and go, I'm just going to make it up? You can see what I can see, folks. It's not entertaining. Hey, KJ, are you feeling about people, the Gable Howdy feud? I've heard a lot of people gave up on it. No, I think it's fine. I think it's good. And we talked about this on Monday, Richard. Again, it's all about that crowd reaction. And for me, Howdy showed up on the weekend and the place went nuts. That's it. That's all I need. They are doing fine. They are doing completely fine. We're finally going to get Bo in the ring. I'm all for it. We've only just begun. Wrestling fans aren't patience is not their strong suit. I keep expecting to see a wrestler break a leg, bad, or die on live TV. No, don't say knock on wood. Knock on wood, Tony. I don't want to see that. What surprises do you expect it all in? Jamie Hayter's a front runner for me. Adam Cole might be a close second. Now, apparently, Sting might be a surprise. Could we get Ricochet? I highly doubt it. I still think Ricochet's going back to the WWE. What's the British guy? Michael Uno and his wife. They might be there, but that's not a great big deal. Banana Nose, book priest, title reign like trash. Sorry. It wasn't booked like trash. I just don't think it I think Damian was the weak point. Like Damian didn't deliver on stuff that was relatively decent. Again, he was having trouble getting over those promos. Damian's best promo as champion was the first promo he gave after being champion. So I agree with you to an extent, Henry, but I don't think it was the booker's fault. I honestly think that Triple H is a really big fan of Damian Priest. Have a wonderful night, everybody. All right, Mr. Stoner Jesus. May the smoke treat you well, sir. I don't watch AEW for the storylines. I agree with that, and I'm not going to get into it. But, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, hey, enough of that. Keep the gloves above the waist, folks. This is the wrestling utopia for a reason. I would have settled on 5.5, KJ. The show didn't deserve a 6 or above. I'll go 5.5 with the MDB. Yeah, 5.5 seems fair, seems reasonable. Again, last week, Dynamite beat NXT. This week, it did not. Again, that's just the way it is. Don't. Campbell Lanes. Mercedes is living Valium. All right, stop. Before I put you all in the penalty box. Any chance Bobby Lashley or Ricochet show up? Lashley, maybe, but again, what do you do with Lashley? Like, Lashley against a bunch of guys that are the size of Lashley's leg. I don't think it's a good fit. Ricochet, maybe, but I still won't believe it till I see it. I still think Ricochet is coming back to the WWE and he's going to get a huge pop. Keep it to the wrestling. No need. Yeah, again, we keep it respectful around here. So if you can't, I'll have to kick you out. I don't want to do it. I'm a fan. I want to watch TNA tomorrow, but we will be watching the DNC. Not by choice. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we are live for our all-in preview show. It's going to be amazing. Myself, Anthony, Nick are going to roll through our previews, predictions, surprises, twists, turns, and all of the above into their feelings. I got you, bro. I got you. Let's just, again, don't take it too serious, folks. And again, as I've proven, if you can go, if you can rib, if you can have fun with it, there's no need to get upset. Just enjoy it. Everybody smile and enjoy the wrestling. Some nights are bad, some nights are good, but there's a lot of good shit out there to enjoy. As wrestling fans in 2024, we are spoiled, but like a lot of things in 2024, I think we take it for granted and demand. And even when we get what we want, we're not happy. But that all being said, we will keep you happy around here at the Wrestling for Life Network. Going to be a fun one. Guys, tell your friends about the channel. Encourage them to like and subscribe. SoCal Surfer Dude, we appreciate you saying that. Yes, folks, if you can still hear my voice, like, share, subscribe. But the nicest thing you can do, take our link, drop it anywhere, whether it's Reddit, Discord, Instagram, Twitter. Just share it with the world. Helping us grow is the nicest thing you can do. We are grinding towards 12. We are grinding towards 10K. At 10K, we're gonna get tattoos. But at 10K, we're gonna continue to roll. But thank you so much for being a part of the shows. Thank you for being a part of the fun. It is. I'd rather watch Liv and Dom. Yeah, again, it's a much better story. It's more entertaining on YouTube. Yeah, no, but it's better. I agree with you. No, Boston, that's funny. That's well played, sir. Just shoot me. No, what are you, David Spade? If you get that reference, you get a cookie. Yeah, somebody had to blah. It sucks. Good night, KJ and people. Great stream, sir. As anyways, besides feeling all right. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see if I can get through the end of this show with some voice. Ladies and gentlemen, that is not Dynamite tonight. We are back tomorrow for the preview show for All In, Friday SmackDown, so much more. We got more coming your way. Like, share, subscribe, be a part of the fun. On behalf of Big Nick, on behalf of Anthony, I am KJ White. Thank you, and come back tomorrow. Until then, we'll see you on the flip side. Almost made it. Almost.